Hello everyone and welcome back to our perspective drawing series. Today I'm going to answer a question that some people have a little bit of confusion with. How do we create a cube in one-point perspective? So as you may know, in one-point perspective we don't have measuring points like we do in two-point perspective. So what you're seeing in front of you on the screen here is how we accurately calculate a cube according to the single vanishing point that you have and a directional vanishing point. Now you may remember directional vanishing points from earlier. They're not actually vanishing points in the sense that we're using them as our primary vanishing point where there's perspectives going. It's just to help us make calculations in general. So let's go ahead and talk about what we've got right here. So right here, what we've got is our main vanishing point 0. This is our line of vision, which is directly everything in the perspective in a drawing would be going according to vanishing point 0. Everything's headed off into the distance in this direction. This is our cube. These are scientifically, mathematically accurate cubes. These are based off of 45-degree angles from a directional vanishing point that allow us to understand this. So you have a station point right here, wherever your station point may be. This is just arbitrarily speaking, at which point the 45-degree angle is true. Just like our other perspective, we must find a 45-degree angle that is accurate with our station point to the horizon line or the eye level line. So I'm going to show you how to actually find this right now in the general sense. Let's go ahead and turn this off and we'll start from scratch. So you may be asking, well, how do I find this? Well, let's go ahead and let's create our line of vision. Okay, so we're going to say, our horizon line or eye level line. We're going to make our line of vision right now. So let's say that's where we're going to be doing our horizon line right there. I'm going to go ahead and draw down right here, and we're going to make this our LOV, or line of vision. So we're just going to say it's going down in this direction. That's our line of vision. This is going to be our horizon line / eye level line, depending on what it's going to be for your drawing. Now, I'm going to go ahead and create a new layer. Just go ahead and draw this stuff real lightly. If you're doing perspective practice right now, just understand that's perfectly fine. Just do everything light, just so you can understand, and if you make mistakes, it's totally okay. You can watch this as many times as you need to. I'm going to go ahead and create a line right here, which is going to be for the station point, and from the station point, I've just arbitrarily selected it. I've just put it anywhere on this line. Now, from that point, when you grab your ruler, you need to go, okay, you need to find your protractor and you say, what's 45-degree angle out from that point? I'm going to go ahead and draw this in red right here. 45-degree angle out from this point is going to be right to about there. We know this is a true 45-degree angle. Okay, and that's what we're looking for. And it reaches right to this point. This is our directional vanishing point that we have just created. You can make many directional vanishing points. It all just depends upon how many you need in order to achieve what you need to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the other end of my ruler, and I'm going to place it up right here. So you can just slide your ruler across the paper. Now this is going to be arbitrary. I'm just going to draw lines. You can draw however many you want, wherever you want. I'm just going to go up here, and I'm going to draw out. I'm going to draw out. And I'm going to draw out. You can make however many you want. They can be any position. They could be here. They could be here. They could be here. They could be here, here, whatever. As long as they're within this range of the true 45 in between that and in between the eye level line. Okay, so now what are we going to do? Now what we're going to do is we've drawn this straight through. This is important that we've drawn this straight through because you're going to see within a second. I'm going to make two other arbitrary lines. This is just going to be for how big we want our square to be. And it's going to depend per person on how big or how small you want your square to be. I'm going to draw two arbitrary lines coming out from right here. I'm going to go straight down right here. And I'm going to go straight down in the other direction. Okay? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what that means. Now what this means is that everything has been constrained in this area. Everything that we're going to project from here on out is going to be within this general region. Now, believe it or not, you've actually done all the calculations that you need to do for the entirety of this. So you're done, whether you believe it or not. So you're probably wondering, well, where do we go from here? How do I know that my calculations are actually accurate? Well, if we're looking across this actual plane as we're going into the distance, this true 45 degrees has actually been projected across every single one of these points. So if you were to look at it, you could realize that if we were to look at it from a certain point of view, this would be a 45-degree angle, this would be a 45-degree angle, and this would be a 45-degree angle projected in three-dimensional space. So if I go right here and I go ahead and grab my blue, I'm going to use my ruler and I'm going to make it flat, just like that. And I'm going to go from the point at which the bottom of that red line intersects right there. And I'm going to go to the top of where it intersects right there. And we've just created a square. If we go up from right here, we can go to the bottom, go through, go up to the top, go through. You can see it's very thin up right here, but that is a square as well. And from every single point, this I didn't draw it all the way through, but we're going to guesstimate it would be going down about right there. And you would draw straight through. That's coincidental that it's near the station point. That doesn't mean anything. And it would be right there. So it might be a little bit further down, but if we were to continue drawing that out, you'd find the exact calculation, right? So these are our squares, right? These are our squares in 1 point perspective. Now you've found a square. If that's all you need to do is you just need to find the relative space of a square on the ground, that's all you're trying to do, then great, you're done. That's how you find it on a two-dimensional plane. If you're trying to create a cube in one-dimensional space, in 1 point perspective, then you need to do a few more steps. But it's going to be easy from here on out. I'm going to go ahead and grab a new color because for me, I'm going to need that so that I can, for the program that I'm using right now, since I don't have the actual increments on a ruler, I'm going to need to copy and paste something. But if you're using a ruler, what you're going to do is say that, for example, on your piece of paper, this blue line is 2 inches long. Say this is 2 inches long. Well, then what you need to know is that when we follow these next steps, all you need to do is do 2 inches on all sides, drawing a square in 2D. So I'm going to go ahead right here, and I'm going to draw straight across. I'm going to go just like this right there. That's 2D. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab this right here, and I'm going to go Control Copy, and then I'm going to paste it. And when I pasted it right here, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just grab this to be straight, and I'm going to draw this right here, and I'm going to move it just a little bit to be 90 degrees. There we go. And I'm going to go like that. And then what I'm going to do is, we're going to paste this. We're going to make it just a little bit more straight there, so we've got a little bit of a rotation going out right there. We're just going to move it just a little bit. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste this. So we're going to grab this same one right here, and I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this, and we're going to go straight up to be right here. And then I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it again. I'm going to turn it to be horizontal, just about right there, about 90 degrees. I'm going to go right there. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to finish drawing it. And so a little bit off right there because we don't have an exact ruler. It's on a 3D program, but generally that is exactly what you're doing. You're just going to do a ruler, copy and paste on all different sides. You're going to use your ruler if you're drawing on paper. You're going to copy that 2 inches, 3 inches, however big it is on your paper. However big this one right is. So we're going to do 2 dimensions, 2 tick marks. So however big this line is right here, you're going to make that so that all of these are equal in their dimensions, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our ruler right here, and I'm going to go ahead and draw to all 4 corners, just like this. I'm going to go one right there, straight at where the vanishing point is. I'm going to draw straight to that corner. I'm going to draw straight to this corner, just right here. Go straight out and draw back. We already have these on the ground and ground. Perfect. There we go. Then you're probably wondering, oh, do we just use this back to make the next point? You're exactly right. That's what you're going to be doing. And you're going to match up those points upon which the top and bottom match. So we're going to go right here. We're going to go to right there, so. And there we go. And we're going to go straight up, just like that, right where it touches the blue. We're going to go straight up from the blue, and we're going to go right where it touches that, just like that right there. Let's make that a little bit thinner so you can still see the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this straight, and I'm going to draw right through here. And there we go. And if we were to connect those lines from the vanishing point straight out, just like so, straight along that blue line, we were to connect them. And we were to connect these two right here, and the ones on the bottom straight through, and the ones right here. you would find that you've just made yourself a cube in 1 point perspective, just like that. That red is your cube, which is going into the distance. So I hope that makes sense. That's how you find an accurate cube within 1 point perspective. You can now use this to do bisecting. You can expand outwards. You can augment it. All the different things we've talked about in our other perspective videos work in this 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, exactly. And now you can make your full pictures. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.